everybody. Welcome back. Here today, doing another check on all the hives, seeing how much food they got, seeing what they build up to, bringing in a lot of pollen, lots and lots of pollen. One of my hives looking a little slim. Let's get right into it. Let's check these hives. We're also going to, I'm going to be replacing some drawn comb with some just regular foundation, plastic foundation. And what that does is that allows the bees that are able to generate wax, it gives them something to draw on. Plus, if you want to make a couple extra swarm traps and stuff, it gives you some extra drawn comb to pull out of your hives, especially now early in the season when they're not filling up every single frame with pollen or nectar, or she's not laying. So get to it early. After about another month or so, everything's going to be packed full and they're going to be swarming. So get on it early, change your frames out. We're going to do a little equalization. Some of these smaller hives are going to get a couple frames of brood just to build them up a little bit more. And on this one right here, I brought me another box in my truck. I don't know if you can see the pink box over there, but we're going to go ahead and see what it looks like in there, see how much they've built up. If they're on 7 or 8 frames, we'll go ahead and, or even 6, since that frame feeder's in there, we'll go ahead and slap another box on top, move some eggs up top to get some nurse bees up there, and some bees that are generating wax to go up top, start drawing out some of that comb. So let's get into it. See, they still got a whole thing of sugar syrup in there. That one's still full, but looks like there's a lot more bees in here. Lots more bees. So in case you didn't know, these cells are actually not straight up and down. They're more at an angle, like this. So if you look straight at it, you can't really see nothing, but if you angle it like this while you're looking at it, it's a whole lot easier to see. Not bad. A lot of pollen in there. They look like they might be getting pollen bound, and that's not what we want. Pollen bound is when they have a lot of pollen stored and no room for brood. So in case it's hard to identify, a lot of times your drones will be laid up at the top, or sometimes at the bottom between frames. But for you that can't identify them, like that little knot right there, how it's sticking up, that one right there, those two, that is your drones. In case you have a hard time identifying them. A little bit of brood right here. That's a good looking frame of brood. And there's my queen. You can spot her. She might be getting ready to lay an egg. So what I got now is I got just another box with a bunch of empty frames. So what I'm actually going to do is take one out right here. And we're going to sit this one in here. We're going to sit this one right there. Take this one out. Yep, and sit this one down here. Now we're going to move these in. Okay. Now we're going to put these back first, because this is all empty with a little bit of honey. So she'll be able to come over here and start laying without any issues. Just slide these two right in here like so. Now we're going to take this box, sit it right on top. Oh, you know what? That's a bad idea. Let's do something a little different here. So I want to take this out because I don't want to leave this down there at the bottom. Let's put a fresh frame in there. Let's put this at the top. It's easier to fill up. Let's throw it on top. Yep, just like so. This was the one that I kind of struggled with there in the middle of the year. I ain't fighting with it now. Okay. First thing I want to do is I just want to look at the bottom, see what the bottom looks like. And we are jam-packed full of bees. Lots of drones. Lots and lots of drones. I'm seeing them all right here. Just packed full of drones. Alright, let's see what these girls look like. This one's probably not going to have anything on it. Okay. Next. Lots of hive beetles. Wow, lots of hive beetles. I did not think there was going to be this many. That's one thing I don't like about this plastic frames. It allows a lot of hive beetles to get in here. So I'm going to definitely be putting a beetle trap on this one. She's got plenty of space to lay, so that's good. That was my first concern, was making sure she had room to lay. Because when she runs out, that's when they start wanting to swarm. When they get honey bound, but you won't get that this time of year, but pollen bound. And then when she fills this thing up with brood and stuff, she's gonna be like saying, "Look, we got to go find somewhere else. There's not enough room in here for me." That's empty pollen and nectar maybe. And this is typically what you'll find. Your lower box, they're gonna pack full of food, pollen and nectar, and then the top box will be all your brood, because it's easier for them to control the temperature in the top of the box. Maybe not easier, it's just you typically see them protected a little easier. Looks like some of these are yeah, she just laid this. So all of these bees you're seeing here, all of this is freshly laid, and then they're just capping this. You can tell by how white the wax is. So this is like fresh brood. Oh, there's my queen right there. She's right here. She's kind of small. She looks good though. She's moving around. I see a couple of queen cups at the bottom that I wanted to look at to make sure they're not starting to swarm. So we're going to pop these babies open. Always make sure your frames are stuck together, because if they're not, you will regret it. They will draw out comb all kinds of places. So they're good. This is the hive I haven't really gone through this year, but now I do want to go through them and look at them to see where they're at, what kind of food they got. Wow, y'all got a lot of honey in here. I'm fixing to make a mess. Oh yeah. Look at that. Still got plenty of honey. So this honey right here is from last year, because they definitely have, I mean, it's both sides. It's packed full. That's awesome. We're gonna sit it on this side. Ooh, woo! Look at that. That looks good. That's what you want to see. Quite a bit of pollen on this side. I don't like that, but still a very good looking hive. Absolutely gorgeous. Lots of drones. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, she's packed full. So they're fixing to swarm. So what can I do to alleviate this? So there's your swarm cell right there. You can see it's packed full of jelly. which means there's a bunch more in here. So what I might do is, because I really love this queen, but I would like some, I'm going to give them till Friday to cap that. Looks like the only one, I don't see any capped cells. That's my main concern. As long as they're just capping it, I still got time. Once they have it capped, then it's up in the air. I mean, that's a freshly hatched bee. That I just watched that bee come out. That one right there. She just come out. So, tell you what I could do. I could smash that one. Just delay it a little bit. Yeah, it's full of, I mean, you can see all the jelly in there. It's all royal jelly. Yep. And there's a queen right at the bottom of it. So we'll just open that one up. Let them fix that, see if there's any more. So yes, I do want to go through every single one of these frames. And then I got another box I can use that I can put her in. Not a big deal, not a big deal. Part of nature. Oh, there she is. She just got pink on her. She's still in here. What we're actually gonna do is we're gonna smash all these. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go through every single one of these frames. Make sure I don't miss none. Move. I thought they had an egg in there. She stuck her head in there, but no egg. And you can definitely tell it's a swarm cell because it's slam at the bottom. Swarm cells on the edge over there. So that's the spot you definitely got to check. See how they got that opening right there? You got to watch that because they'll definitely put a cell right there. In that corner, for sure. All right, and so far it's only been one charged cell. This is a little odd, and they may have a bunch on the bottom. I don't know, but normally you'll see on the same frame, you'll see 7 or 8 stuck together. Not together, but on the same frame, back and front. And when you have a hive like this, where the bees are just so strong, you don't have a small hive beetle problem. Yeah, like there's one right there. It's dead. It's just them plastic frames, man. The bees, I mean, the small hive beetles have so many places to hide. It's just so hard for them not to be in there. There we go. Pretty. Pretty, pretty. Look at that. Just beautiful. Yeah, she only had one charged cup. That's all I'm seeing. I don't see all that, but at the bottom is drone comb. Okay. I don't want none to be hiding, so we're going to scrape this off. Come back in a couple of days, check on them. So this box is, I don't know if y'all heard me earlier. I'll listen to the audio back to see if it's okay, but this hive right here is not doing very well. First of all, we're gonna see if it's even got a laying queen in there. If it does, then we're gonna move some frames, some drawn out comb from the hive that is swarming over to this one. But we first got to see if they got a laying queen. If they don't have a laying queen, then all that's not going to matter. So, a little bit of pollen there. They had quite a few bees dead inside of the, yeah, there's queens right there. So I don't see a lot of brood, which to me is a problem. So what we're going to do is, we're going to kill her later, but not right now. First, we're going to see how much brood she has. She should have, like, all these laid up by now. And she has nothing. Absolutely nothing. That bumblebee. Look. Yeah, you go on lay down if you want to. Yeah, she should have all this laid up by now, and she don't, so she's not going all that great. So what we're gonna do is, see, I wish I still had that swarm cell. I'd kill her and move that swarm cell over here. Nevertheless, so we're gonna give them some food too. I'm going to take this food out. All of these that are flying, they'll go over to the other hive. They'll go back to their hive. And we're just going to leave this one box. I'm going to take the other box off. There's just not enough bees in here. Find them some cat brood. All right, I'll come back in a couple days and check these girls. Oh yeah, looking good. It's a good looking hive right there. So first thing I want to do, before anything else, we're going to go ahead and pop this top box up. Oh my goodness, look at all the bees. All the bees, guys. A lot of bees. Let's see what we can find. I see no queen cells. They're doing really well. I just want to scrape all this stuff off because it just becomes a pain. Try to get the box back on. So I know for a fact they didn't have any queen cells in the top. They had a lot of drone. So I'd be willing to say that I don't think this one's going to swarm. But I'm going to go ahead and get some boxes ready for if they do, because she's in here. I'm not going to disturb them. These bees just look too daggone good. Like, look at that box. That box, just both them boxes, there's a lot of bees in here. So we're just going to scrape all this off. They're already busted up. They're not going to use them. Actually, what they do is they go in there and eat the royal jelly back up. That's a really good looking hive. Man, I wish they weren't so aggressive. I'd use them. They're just too aggressive. Good to go.